In 1941, the Red Army was reeling, entire divisions encircled, doctrines shattered. But from the chaos came clarity. Soviet military thinkers forged a new way to fight, layered, relentless, and brutally efficient. They called it deep battle. This video isn't just gameplay, it's a tactical reenactment. I'm building my conquest force using real Soviet division structures, starting with a stripped-down motorized corps. My initial composition includes 3 rifle squads, 1 machine gun squad, 1 mortar team, 1 anti-tank rifle team, and 1 recon squad. These units reflect the tactical phase of deep battle designed to breach enemy lines with combined arms pressure. But deep battle doesn't stop at the front. Once the breach is made, mobile reserves surge forward. That's where my armor comes in. I deploy 1 light tank, fast, fragile, and deadly when used right. It's not there to dominate, it's there to exploit, to punch through gaps, to chase down retreating defenders. By 1945, Soviet formations had evolved into little instruments of layered firepower. The motor rifle battalion became the Red Army's hammer, flexible, brutal, and supported by indirect fire and mobile reserves. Deep battle wasn't a tactic, it was a philosophy. It was developed by Triandafillov and Tukhachevsky. It aimed to destroy the enemy, not just at the front, but across the entire depth of their defenses. Picture this: rifle divisions up front, tank corps in reserve, air armies in the rear. The goal? Absorb the assault, then counterattack deep into the enemy's operational rear. In Gates of Hell Ostfront, I am channeling that doctrine. My force is built to break through tactical zones, exploit gaps, and overwhelm defenders before they can regroup. Let's begin. Alright, we are in the battle now, right after the intro you saw. Today we are experimenting with Soviet doctrine. Every mission, every engagement, I try to apply the principles of deep battle. First thing I always do, zoom in, check the terrain and plan the attack. Your spawn point matters, but terrain is everything. Forests, cover, elevation, these are your allies. Right now, it's my first deployment. I'm sending in recon squads to scout the area and make sure it's safe to advance. If you are just starting out, I highly recommend unlocking a recon squad early. I see a lot of players rushing infantry, tanks, supply trucks, artillery. Those are important, yes, but recon is the key. If you learn how to spot enemies before they spot you, you can win even with a smaller force. As you will see in the moment. Here I've spotted an enemy scout in the distance. The AI likes to play scouts too. I'm sending one of my men to sneak in and eliminate him while the rest of my force moves below the hill. Remember, in Soviet doctrine, you don't always need to attack immediately. If the enemy is counterattacking, absorb the blow, then push. Here I've decided to place my BT2 light tank on the hill to support the scouts. But tree cover is actually blocking visibility. Still, the principle stands: absorb, then strike. Use infantry support weapons, mortars, machine guns to soften the line. As you can see me doing here. Here I'm slowly clearing the enemy advance. And when you feel the enemy weakening, when the line breaks, that's when you push with armor. So we had some small engagements with enemy forward posts. I'm keeping my main infantry corps in reserve, pushing one squad ahead while the BT2 provides suppressing fire. It manages to take the scout, as you will see in a moment. While BT2 is engaging the scout, I have my other scout on the flank. As you can see, another scout appears from the west side, or left hand side, but the BT2 will handle that scout easily. Now I'm moving my main force behind a hill for cover, probing enemy defenses. An MG42 is firing from sandbags, trying to hit the infantry in the forest but not doing much damage. The AI is trying to flank and poke at our lines. We are absorbing their attacks and advancing slowly using the BT2 as support. Quick tip: if you are new, always put your mortar on hold fire. If you leave it on auto, it will waste ammo and might even hit your own troops. Friendly fire is real here. You'll see my mistakes too. Use the menu to manually target with the mortar. I'm pushing infantry forward at the moment in prone position while the BT2 engages the enemy positions in the base. We are slowly advancing, supporting our infantry. And then I spotted the enemy armor trying to flank our positions. At that point, I've decided to push with our flank and try to engage the armor with our BT2 while our infantry is still pushing the enemy position. The enemy tank is trying to hide in the trees, but it's already too late. This is a textbook Soviet Doctrine infantry supported by armor breaking through weakened lines. Then I made a small mistake. A 2 cm flank gun starts firing at my tank here. I didn't spot it. So I had to retreat my tank actually. And while we are doing that, we are still implementing the doctrine. Infantry rushes in while the tank creates confusion behind enemy lines, and you will have casualties. You need to expect casualties in this doctrine. It accepts losses to achieve breakthrough. Tanks will be critical in harder missions, so you need to keep them alive as much as possible. Infantry, they are cheaper and you can resupply them easily. Here the enemy is trying to counterattack, so we absorb and then push again. Micromanage it is key move, so move your tank constantly, watch for anti-tank grenades. At this moment I activated the mortar to support. When enemy waves come in, mortars are essential. But keep them off auto fire or you'll waste ammo. Again, this doctrine needs a lot of infantry. You will lose many in tougher missions. The enemy will be more entrenched and more fortified. So you need more infantry. Yeah, they are cannon fodder. You need to use them. This is just the first mission, a test run. I am practicing micromanaging and seeing how the doctrine performs. While I cap the point, I move rest of my troops in. Just to fortify the position and scout ahead and to see if the enemy is going to try to retake the point. Here I'm sending one scout into the house just to try to find that 2 centimeter flag gun. While he is moving there, I'm organizing my troops for a second attack. While the scout goes in, he doesn't manage to find any flag guns in the area, so at that moment I knew that the AI probably retreated the flag gun to the second cap point. Here I'm deciding where should my second attack go, and I decided to go through the forest. Forest is ideal for infantry. It can provide so much cover. Not so ideal for tanks. Open ground is good for tanks, but keep in mind that AI likes to put anti-tank guns on open fields because they are going to expect that you are going to cross with tanks there. AI also likes to put anti-tank guns behind hills, so be careful. If you push a tank over a bridge, they'll fire from below where you can't see them. It happened to me a couple of times and I lost tanks like this. So send the infantry first over the hill. As I creep in slowly, I've noticed the 2 centimeter flag gun has repositioned to the second cap point on the main road. And I approach slowly, trying to spot the flag gun and trying to use my mortar gun to destroy the flag gun. At this moment, the flag gun managed somehow to shoot and kill one of the infantrymen who are manning the mortar. While I was trying to reman the mortar, the flag gun is going to do the same. I'm moving the mortar and the second tree line. The flag gun still manages to kill the whole crew, so I had to reman them again. In real life, I'm not sure it could see through all those trees, but here it did. And now I have decided to move my BT2 behind the second tree lines just to provide suppressing fire on the flag gun. The enemy is trying to counterattack again, so I kept my first squad on the forest edge to deal with infantry. While that was happening, the flag gun kept firing at my tank. I wasn't paying attention and it nearly got destroyed. I also ordered my mortar to fire at will to help with advancing infantry. Then I noticed that one crew member was killed, so I had to reman the tank and keep pressure on enemy positions. I didn't have line of sight, so I moved my first squad forward. Just to have more line of sight here. And somehow I forgot about my recon team. They were left behind, but ended up being very useful in this push. The AI is not finished yet, because then I noticed that they have a mortar crew as well. So I ordered my mortar to engage theirs. That's why preserving ammo is so important. Don't waste it on single infantry targets. Save it for moments like this. I was trying to spot the mortar, get a better shot. They were hiding below the tree. So this is how it happened. So we continue the push according to the doctrine. I decided to send my recon team down the main road. They are cheaper than regular infantry and perfect for leading the advance. The rest of the force moves behind them, infantry squads, the tank and the machine gun team. Meanwhile, my first squad is flanking through the forest, as you can see. Still, prone position, no rush, slowly. Remember, absorb counterattacks, push slowly with infantry, support with artillery and machine guns. When the enemy's defense is weakened and an opening appears, that's when you strike with mobile units, tanks and airstrikes. As you can see now, slowly creeping in. I was quite sure at this moment that the enemy doesn't have any surprises in the forest, but behind on the cap point I wasn't 100% sure what they had, especially behind on the main road. Don't rush the tank. Saving the infantry. Remember, infantry is slow work, so rush the tank in when the defenses are down, and when you rush with the infantry at the same time. So now I've decided to rush the infantry in when I was sure that they don't have pack guns or flag guns behind their lines. And I've ordered my tank to rush in to use the Doctrine, but at this moment I made a small mistake and I overran my machine gun crew, as you will see now. So I killed them by accident. Ah, yeah. Accidents happen in war, what you can do. The Doctrine is working, the tank is deep behind the enemy lines, causing chaos. The enemy infantry doesn't know who to focus by advancing troops or the tank. We throw the grenade in and clear the position. So today's video is just a theory test to see how the Doctrines plays out in the game. In real life, you'd execute this with a much larger force, but in the first mission you are limited. Still, I've played this setup for a few days now and I've noticed something. Even with the same army composition, I was losing far more equipment and men before I started using this strategy. So it might help you even in bigger battles. The principle is the same. Crawl forward with infantry, support from behind with tanks and machine guns, and strike when the moment is right. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.